Morning team, it's weekend, so as I promised, I'm gonna try to keep going with the trading plan videos. Okay, we analyzed the whole trading plan. So far, my analysis and my execution. Well, for the execution so far, we talked about the entries. We didn't talk about exit, so it's not complete, but I'm gonna talk about this later in the plan. Anyway, we talk about the market structural analysis, what I mean by real and fractal, the flow, the M15 flow, because I love flow, which is low time frame trend, risk entry versus confirmation entries, sponsorship confirmation, direction, execution, and the entry factors. Last video was what I look to for me to validate a setup on M1. Today I want to talk about rules, and the video is going to be on the first part of my rules. So basically is about counter. What do I need to see to go counter? So for me, what does it mean counter? Going counter trend. So if I see that hourly is printing higher high and higher lows, it's counter too short. Okay, so in order for me to consider shorts or longs when I see, let me see, 1 second. Okay, let's say that we are in this environment, no? Hourly is doing that. For me, to look for a long here means counter, okay? It's counter trend, okay? Look, this example here, we are printing higher lows on H4. For me, any short here is kind of counter, okay? And I'm gonna explain you what I'm looking for in order to go counter. So, what I say here, I wait at least for one of the following: M15 real BMS or M5 multiple BMS, okay? Let's go to check on charts. I found 3 nice examples for you to understand what I mean. Okay, first example is here. So, let's use replay. Allora, here we knew that daily structure was still high, okay? Up, sorry, not high, up, okay? And we were in a H12 bullish order block. But yet, every time they were going up, somebody was selling big time. And I mean, let's be honest, if you see this on H4, do you want a long? Personally, I get scared after a 244 pips move. You know, if you are a day trader and you see this, I don't think you want a long. But I can long if my trading plan allows me to, okay? And I have to execute. So what do I see here? An H12 bullish order block. Maybe you can refine to H4, but like let's say H12 or daily bullish order block. So this is what I mean for hourly sponsorship, okay? Then what else I see here? An H4 raid, okay, of a significant swing low, which again is another hourly sponsorship that validate my idea of hourly sponsorship. And then, as I said in the trading plan, I need an M15 real BMS or M5 multiple BMS. So now that we got the hourly sponsorship, I zoom in and let's look what happened. So this is it. This is exactly what I need for me to get involved. So I see here a rate of this low. I mean, this is a pretty simple video today, huh? You should have know most of my concept by now. So I see an M15 rate of the low, and then I see 2 BMS here. So imagine this is completely validating a long idea for me. So what I'm saying here, is this bullish? No, it's not bullish. You know, we talked about real market structure and everything. This is still bearish on an hourly level, okay? But seeing these two BMS validate my long entries if I want to take a long. And indeed, there were long opportunities in this move, you know. Let's have a look. I think this one, maybe. Here there is an M5 raid, you know. Let me see. Well, this is the end of the day, so it's not really optimal too long here. This is a night. I wouldn't have long there. But yeah, anyway, as soon this is okay. This is still night. Okay, here is early morning. Okay, let's say that. Let's wait a second. Stop it. Fuck. Okay, after I saw this, for me longs are in. Okay. This is late in the day, so I wouldn't have to take trade until the next morning. But this is Frankfurt open. So as soon as I start to see here raid BMS, I'm allowed to long. So this is, for example, is a valid long for me. But again, I will have to this long just because here we got the validation that I needed, you know. So else I wouldn't be allowed to long myself. Let's have a look at another example. I mean, this is not bullish, guys. When you're here, this is not bullish. When you see this type of dump, this is not bullish. But I cannot be in longs because I'm in counter, but my rules are respected. Then I think this thing went up big time. Yeah. But yeah, how do you know that this thing is gonna go up after 244? 44 pips dump. Hey, stop it. Okay. Let's check the other chart. Ecco. Here we went up big time, no? After you start to see that they eating up. Let's go here again. Replay. Let's check here, okay? You see that they're pushing. So basically in 7 days, in 1 week, they went up 390 pips, okay? This looks bullish to me. Look at these green candles. I mean, why would you even think to short when you see something like this, okay? But then you say, hey, let's see what happens. This is an H4 bearish candle. So this is the hourly sponsorship that I look for in order for me to go counter. Why this is important? Yeah, because this candle broke a range, let's say this range, which was like a 20 days range somehow, and they sent the price down of 270 pips. This move, okay? If you look at H4, this is like a 20, 50 pips move. So it's significant to me. I know that when we get here, somebody that sold the price here gonna defend their level, okay? So again, you see this bullish trend, strong momentum. You don't want to short, but then you go low time frame, and you start to see something like this. You see like, okay, look at this. Look at this. Price is slowing down. This strong move up is kind of distributing. You see like, maybe I can short. But why do you feel confident to short, Francesco? I told you, I need, again, M15 real BMS or multiple M5 BMS. What I mean for multiple, I mean, for example, they start to break 1, 2, 3. This is what I mean for multiple, okay? But let's check what happens here. So this is London Open. Yeah, kind of getting in London Open. Okay, you see a bullish BMS, okay? Then all of a sudden they start to BMS down. Okay, let's do this. This is a raid, yes. Yeah, kind of. I remember this price action. Looked like a raid, then it was not. But yeah, and H4 was a raid. So this is the second, now H4 didn't close here, I think. But this is the second confirmation of hourly sponsorship that I need for, okay? But That said, you can say like, hey, where are you allowed to short? Look at this. There is a M5 BMS here. Well, sorry. First of all, this is not a significant BMS because they make new high. For me, the first BMS here is this one. Not sure if it's a swing low, maybe on some broker it is. So let's say, okay, this is M5 BMS. Can you short here? Not yet. Myself, I wouldn't take this trade, you know? 1 second. Myself, I wouldn't take this rate short. You know why? Because there is only one. And as I said, I need multiple. Multiple means at least two. Then I start to see this one. And then I start to say, like, okay, maybe there is the intention to go down. Then I see this one, which is the third BMS, and the fourth one, I think. Okay, shorts are in for me. If you go switch on M15, yeah, here is the first real BMS. Okay, this is not. This is an M15 BMS. Okay, and that's what I do to allow myself to get in shorts, because let's face it, even though now you see an H4 raid, the momentum is still bullish. The trend is up, is bullish. There's no doubt about this. Okay, but I'm allowed to go counter because there are multiple M5 BMS and then real M15 BMS. So let's see what happens. Another M5 raid inside an M5. I think I even took this one and I post on Twitter or something. So this is another raid. Here the BMS on M1. I don't know, I think this one was the trade, something like that. I don't remember now. But yeah, worked out. So that's it. Multiple M5 BMS or a real M15 BMS, which, if you want to be honest, is this one only. Because can you see why I call this one a real BMS? Because let's look together. So this is the old high, okay? Somebody here bought enough to make a new high on M15, and then somebody here sold enough to break this M15 low. So this is a real BMS to my eyes. This one is not a real BMS. This is just a swing high. A swing low, sorry. It's just an M15 swing low, okay? I don't give a shit about this one. This one is true. Okay. Third example and last one, because I think this topic is pretty simple. Okay, here. So just for context, okay? This is euro low of the year, you know? We were coming down from a bearish trend that you cannot even like, I mean, people here was bearish as fuck. We broke the significant number 1 between euro and dollar. I mean, look at this. This is bearish, big time bearish, you know, going down big time. Then what happens? They start to buy. Let's use replay. Someone here start to buy on hourly and start to push it up, okay? Printing higher high and higher lows on hourly. But again, the trend was bearish. Even if here you see higher high and higher lows on H4, you're still thinking like, okay, price is going down big time. But so for me, this is counter. You know, this is what I mean. This is counter, okay? I got hourly sponsorship, but this is still counter. But why I like this one? Because, yeah, this is the hourly sponsorship I'm looking for. Printing higher, higher, low. I say like, okay, maybe they defend this level, okay? So this is an untested H4 raid, H4 BMS, H4 bullish to the block with fair value gap. This is the hourly sponsorship I'm looking for, okay? So we're coming here. High time frame is bearish. Hourly right now looks bearish. Look at this. Look at this. BMS. BMS. Oops. The recent flow is bearish. The recent trend is bearish, okay? High time frame is extra bearish. This flow is bearish, but here you got a bullish of the block, bullish H4 raid, and you say like, maybe if I see some confirmation, yeah, I can take a long, because this move anyway is like a 400 move up, you know, it's not too bad. The origin of this move is 400 pips. I say like, okay, this is bearish, it's coming. Item frame is bearish. Hourly right now is bearish. Maybe I can get a long here. Well, if you got bolts, maybe you can get a long. How would I get in longs here? So again, we are inside the H4 bullish of the block, and then I see this one, and then I see this one, and then I start to see here the pushing price. You say like, oh look, there is an M5 raid. Maybe I can get here. No, I cannot get here myself, at least for my trading plan. Whatever you do is your business. My trading plan say like, no, Francesco, you cannot get in here. You need to wait at least an M15 through BMS or several. So this example is nice because it's not M15, but it's a multiple M5. Look at this. So this is the real M15 BMS I will need. Okay, let's make it blue. So you recognize. Instead, M15 never BMS up, okay? Because this high made a new low. Here there was a swing low, this high made a new low. Instead, M15 never BMS up. So, for example, if I wanted to long in this area because I believe that this bullish of the block are gonna give some reaction, I need multiple M5 BMS. So where they arrive? Here, 1, this is a swing high, can you see it? 2, and 3. So when I see this one, my brain starts to say like, okay, you see this is M15 raid. They raid M15 by M5 BMS 3 times. Then I say like, okay, maybe this bullish origin is valid. You know, I'm still counter on hourly chart, but I got the hourly sponsorship, the H4, and I've got 3 multiple M5 BMS. So to my eyes, this is a valid trade. I'm ready to accept the loss if I take the loss, you know? And the price goes up. You know, I don't know what's your entry rules, the setup you take it, but you know, maybe here you wanted to take this trade, which was something like this. Usually I do. You know, you aim to the weak high is 3R. You know, worked out. But why this trade was valid? Only because I got 3 multiple bullish BMS. So to my eyes, this was valid trade and indeed worked out. I would have taken profit here, to be honest. Well, or here at this swing high, or here at this swing high. Well, it's getting messy now. Sorry. Here or here. Anyway, I hope this clarify what do I need to go counter. Look, last thing, and then I leave you. Can you see that here M15 raided here, so technically M15 was still bearish. You don't know what's going to happen, but I got 3 multiple M5 BMS on M5. I say like, fuck it, you know, it's worth the risk. Also, we are still, remember, in a huge bullish of the block on H4 that moved 350 pips. We are well in discount inside an untested support. I say like, fuck it, I go for it. And then you can get your trade. So that's enough for me today. I hope this explained the counter rules, the rules that I need to go counter. Another day we're gonna check what I mean about this, and probably these 2 points too, because this is like, well, maybe a video about this one, then another one about this, because there are different rules, different topics. Okay, hope this helps, and speak to you soon, guys. Bye.